Good morning, Eagles. You're tuned in to the WJCM Eagle News. Today is August 16, 2012. Today's going to be a great day. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm your co-host, Joe.
And now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Students, please remember to turn in absent notes, bus notes, and doctor's notes to the attendance office first thing in the morning.
Today's birthdays are Corey Howard, Eddie Stamper, Ashley Burkhart, and Nicholas Endicott. Happy birthday, students.
Today's lunch is toasted cheese, grilled or breaded chicken patty with whole grain bun, soup, sweet potato wedges, and seasoned green beans.
And now here's John with this summer's summary.
Good morning, Eagles. This is John with this summer's summary. Today is August 15th, the 227th day of the year. There are August 16th, the 228th day of the year. There are 137 days left in 2012. Big events of the summer start with the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, the first city to officially stage the event for the third time. 204 nations with a combined total of more than 10,000 athletes taking part in 302 events, and the first ever Olympiad in which every participating country included women as part of their teams. Lexington headlines read, Fayette County under burn ban will open cooling centers, reduce pool prices on the hottest July on record nationwide, leading Lexington to ban personal fireworks on the 4th of July. And the heat sent teens indoors or poolside, and some hot movies this summer were The Avengers, Brave, Dark Shadows, Men in Black 3, and now Paranorman. And the feel-good anthem this summer was Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. This song has inspired 22,500 lip dubs, parodies, and covers on YouTube by April 27th. Parody videos feature the Cookie Monster, Phelps and Lochte rivalry, Hunger Games, and even college and pro sports teams. My favorite is Call Her Maybe. Psych! That's the wrong number. This was John with this summer's summary. Now go out and learn something yourself.
A fall cheerleading tryout will be held on Thursday, August 23rd. Any student interested in trying out will need to pick up an information packet from Miss Harper, room 115 in the Pharopod before Friday. A current sports physical is mandatory, and tryout clinics begin next Monday.
That's the news for today. Join us tomorrow for another edition of WJCM. Have a great day here at Jessie Middle School where
character counts. Thank you. And now please stay tuned for the Eagle Time announcement.
Good morning, Jesse Clark. So good to see everybody back out again this morning. Just want to say three things this morning to you. One, I want to thank you for an awesome day yesterday, both staff and students. Just a great start to a new school year. Things were pretty smooth for a new year and new people being in the building and learning where we need to be and where we need to go. And those things will get just better as time goes on. But again, thank you for being patient with us yesterday and working with us on some things that we had to change to make the day go a little bit smoother, especially our 6th grade staff. And we're going to have a few more changes with them today. And again, we appreciate your patience in working with us 6th graders and 6th grade teachers as we try to adjust to the new schedule that we have for the day and especially for lunch. Again, things will get better as we go along. Two things I need to really talk about this morning. The first concerns athletes, and at this time, in particular, our football players and volleyball players. For those folks that don't know, when we come in the mornings, the gym is not open for you to take your equipment or supplies over in the morning. So the gym is off limits for all athletes and all students in the morning because there's no supervision provided in the gym at that time. If you happen to get caught over there unsupervised, you're probably going to have to make a trip down to my office and talk with me to try to explain why you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So football players, volleyball players, you will have to keep your equipment with you until you can find time during the day to get it over there when somebody's there to supervise. The other thing I want to talk to you about this morning is our school-wide behavior plan. And for the 7th and 8th graders, you guys are kind of familiar with this system since we did implement that last year, and that is our school-wide demerit system. We are changing that just a little bit this year. As you guys may remember, 7th and 8th graders, last year we had 3 levels that you could be on with the school-wide discipline and the demerits. That has changed this year, and we are only using 2 levels. Your first level, you'll actually be allowed to have 5 demerits before you actually get a consequence that's something outside of the demerit system. On your 6th demerit, on level 1, when you receive that, you will actually be assigned by your team teacher to serve a day in Team Safe, and your teachers will be explaining all that to you. And then you will go on, after the 6th demerit, you will go to level 2. On level 2, basically you will receive demerits again until you get to the 12th demerit. At the time that you receive your 12th demerit, then your teacher will be writing an office referral to my office, and at that time you will meet with me and we will assign a day in regular safe, in the regular safe room, which is with Ms. Peters. So anything after the 12th demerit then becomes an office referral. So we build in and try to give you a chance to have some little boo-boos, and that's what the demerit system is all about. So you can have some things where you forget to do things the right way, and it's not really a big consequence, but once you get through 12 of them, you know, it's no longer just something that you forgot to do. It's almost something that you forgot to correct. So we want you to correct your behaviors when the teachers ask you to do that, and just follow the instructions of the teachers. And the teachers will get a little more in depth with the demerit system and explaining how it's going to work this year. The other neat thing that I think you guys are going to like this year is the demerit sheets are actually have become part of the student agenda. So it's built into your agenda, and you have 4 demerit sheets that are built in as pages in that agenda. So it's going to be a little bit easier for you to keep up with. But now something that's very important is the agenda is something that you're going to have to keep up with this year, because we will not be giving sheets out if you lose your agenda. Your first agenda is free, and the teachers will be passing those out sometime within the next few days. But if you happen to lose your agenda, then you will have to buy the second agenda. So make sure that when you get your new agenda, the first thing you should do is put your team name on it somewhere, and also put your name inside of it somewhere. So if you do leave it laying and we find it, we're able to get it back to the right person. Your agendas are your hall passes, and when you need to leave the classroom to go to the bathroom or water, your teachers will be having you take your agendas, and that will be your pass out into the hall. So very important to keep up with those things this year. We're looking forward to just a great year, and there's going to be some exciting changes that you probably won't notice, but some of the schedules have changed just a little bit, but I think it's going to make our school run a little bit smoother, and we're so excited. We wanted to say this to everybody yesterday. We're just so excited to see everybody back. Our teachers have worked real hard to get ready in the classrooms, and our custodians have done a great job getting the building ready, and it's just really, Jessie Clark is a neat place. Today at lunch, your teachers should be giving you your PIN numbers, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And guys, we need you to use those PIN numbers when you go through lunch today. If you don't have it memorized, by the time you get down there, at least have it in your hand so you can make the process go a little bit quicker. We did have a couple hang-ups at lunch yesterday that cost us a little bit of time, and we had to make some adjustment, but we can do that. But we really depend on you knowing your numbers when you get down there and you're ready to go through and get your lunch and give that number, and it just makes the process a little bit quicker. just realize that you only have 20 minutes for lunch, and if you lose 5 minutes in line, then that cuts your lunch down to a small time. So work with us today. Make sure you have your numbers ready when you go through the serving lines, and give those numbers to those ladies so we can get them punched in and get you on out to the table so you can eat. Also, something that's new this year, and your teacher should have told you this yesterday, there's a new federal regulation with lunch programs, and it's something that we have to pass along to you. In order to be a complete lunch, every student has to take 1 vegetable and 1 fruit. Now, you have to have that on your tray when you go to the serving line for it to be a complete lunch. We're not saying we're going to make you eat those items, but you do have to have 1 fruit and 1 vegetable on your tray to be a complete lunch. So cooperate with the lunch ladies. They do a great job getting lunch ready for you every day and getting you served. Again, welcome back. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you on the Eagle News tomorrow morning.